What's up guys, this is Theo coming at you with a tournament deck profile video. Basically I brought this to Cardiff locals yesterday because the Magic sneak peek was on in my area, so yeah, we went to Cardiff, three of us went to Cardiff, and yeah, I brought the now legal Evilswarm deck. Went well. I went X1. My only loss was to Constellars in the very first round. Basically because Constellars is a really bad matchup against this, mainly because they can bounce your monsters so easily, and that Beehive giving it that extra 1,000 attack is just brutal. So I couldn't really do much about that. He 2-1'd me, and then I went on to the next one was a mirror match, which I beat. I 2-0'd that. Then I went against Samurais, 2-1 them. Then went against Dark World, 2-0'd them. No, 2-1 them again. They won the first one, then I just kind of locked them down in the second and third. And the final one was a Gishki Hieratic loop, which I 2-1'd. Basically because he won the dice roll and then looped my hand, so I couldn't really do much about that. And then game 2 proceeded to go Orpheon macro, and then game 3 was Orpheon. So he could do really nothing about that. And yeah, so it was quite fun. So basically, I'll go through the main deck, extra deck, and side. There's some things I'd already changed. This is a bit of a different build to my last one. I have made some changes. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy it. So we've got the standard 3 caster. Caster was amazing. You know, it's just a good card. Let me just double check my focusing for you. There we go. Yeah, caster's just amazing. You need to run 3 of them. So yeah. So then we have the. I'll move these aside. Then we have the 3 Heliotrope. Heliotrope put in a hell of a lot of work. Just that 1950. It's just so big. So many people have to push over it already. Like game 1, it's just like some Heliotrope, and they're just like, if you don't Orpheon, they're just like, great, you've got a massive beta with the back row. So yeah, so really put in a lot of work. Can't really complain with how it did. And yeah, it was good. So then going on to the MVP, which is Thunderbird. Thunderbird just wrecked, absolutely wrecked. People got so angry with this card because they couldn't do anything about it. I think some cases where I had I had the Thunderbird out already with the Banish, with the extra 300 attack, and some other Thunderbird, and he TT'd me, and I was like, okay, Banish, chain it 1, chain it 2, get rid. Come back in your standby phase, and he had nothing to like counter them. I did have Infestation Pandemic, but I was just like, well, there's no point wasting it, because then I'll just come back with 2 1950 beaters. So yeah, Thunderbird worked really well. Can't really complain with how it did. Then the other one that worked very, very well, which I'm really in love with this card, Mandragora. Mandragora was just amazing. A lot of people thought that this card was, if your opponent has an XYZ monster, you can special summon it. It's not. It's when your opponent controls more monsters. So if they've got 2 monsters, or 3 monsters, you can just go special, and then summon Orpheon. Summon Caster and go other things. But one of the main plays that I did was special summon this, and then summon Rabbit and Banish. So I have 3 monsters out then, and then kind of go from there. So that was quite good. And depending on plays, you know, it's just a really good card, so it really helped me. Then we have the 2 rabbits. I'll just put the dino bit here. So we have 2 rabbits and 3 Sabersaurus. Every single match, every single game 2 and game 3, obviously, I sided out 3 Sabersauruses and a rabbit. Apart from the Sam matchup, because I used Dolka, just because I don't like monster effects. But yeah, I sided these out. I sided these 4 out consistently throughout the day, and it really worked. Kept in the 1 rabbit just for the Heliotrope play, because you'll see why in a second. And yeah, to be honest, I'm thinking about cutting the Sabersauruses. They were drawn dead more than anything, in my opinion, and cutting it down to maybe the 1 rabbit. Yeah, but they just didn't really work as well as I liked them to. I went into Lagia once and Dolka once. Lagia in first match. When I went first turn Lagia instead of Dolka, because I wasn't sure what he was instead of Orpheum, because I wasn't sure what he was playing. And yeah, that's just kind of that really. So Sabersauruses are debatable. Probably going to be cut very soon. And yeah, so that's them. And then the final monsters are 3 tour guide, and a tour bus. Tour bus put in so much work. It was brilliant. Against the Dark World matchup, I put his Graphers back. With Heliotrope, I put another Heliotrope back in the deck to go into another Rabbit play. What I made one play was a Tour Guide into Levier, get a Tour Bus. Detach Tour Bus to get a Rabbit and put another Heliotrope back in, and then get 2 Rabbits because I get 2 Heliotrope because I had 1 in deck. So yeah, it's worked really well. Really like the card currently, and yeah, that's just Tour Bus really. So that was fun, yeah. So that was a total of 19 monsters, I think it is. So going on to spells, we have 3 Infestation Pandemic. Bumped up to 3 because it's a brilliant card. Got rid of the Lancers, which you'll see. And yeah, this card's just stupid. People just got really angry with it. Someone tried to dark hole my whole field, just Infestation Pandemic, and it's just like, yeah, you have no outs. So yeah, it's just good. Then going on to Forbidden Dress. I actually didn't see this card. I think I saw it once and that was it. It was really annoying. Didn't see Forbidden Dress at all. Doesn't mean I'm not going to cut it. Doesn't mean I'm going to up it. 2 is a good number for me, even though I didn't see it. Yeah, just 2 is staying at 2. 3 MST. MST standard. Didn't really need to get rid of too much back row. Well, I did, but I wasn't really affected by a lot of it. So MST can stay at 2 for now, and then you got the Trinity. Excuse me. Monster Reborn, Heavy Storm, and Dark Hole all put in work. Monster Reborn. The only thing on Monster Reborn was a Heliotrope to just carry on beatdown, which was good. May consider putting in an Avarice, but now that I've got a Gem Knight, an Emerald, sorry, I may not. It depends. So yeah, that's basically it. I'm going to need to do more testing with the Avarice. Then going on to traps, we got 2 Bottomless. Bottomless is Bottomless, put in a lot of work, did really well. 2 Fiendish Chain, I upped it to 2 because I was worried about the monster effects. And yeah, I'm glad I did because it really did save me a lot. Just using Fiendish Chain on, for example, in the Constellar matchup, I think it was, I stopped his Pleiades straight away before he could do anything, but obviously he could bounce it. That's a bit of a bad example, but it did really work. I can't remember off the top of my head what I actually Fiendish Chain now. 2 Deprison, it's amazing. Really good, put in a lot of work. Banishing those Graphers made me laugh. Then we have the 1 TT, only because I don't have space for 2. I'm at 41 cards currently, so it's just really difficult. So yeah, going on to the ones, we got a TT. We got Starlight Road. Going to cut Starlight Road for Huge Revolution is over, mainly because I forgot to actually take it out before I went. Starlight Road is just not good in Evilswarms, as you can probably guess. Yeah, you can stop it, but your chances are you're not going to be able to summon your Stardust because you can't special summon because of Orpheon, and there's a chance they can warning it. So yeah, that's basically that. Then Solemn Judgment, warning, and then the 1 Pandemic, the 1 EEV, Epidemic, sorry. Worked really well. This card's just too good not to main the Evilswarms because everyone plays Magic and Traps. So yeah, that's basically that. I side another one, as you'll see. But yeah, so that's the traps. It's 41 overall. Going on to the extra deck. Extra deck needs some work. 2 Orpheum and a Bahamut. Bahamut was just so good. People got really angry with it, and I'm going to up it to 2. And then the Evilswarm Nightmare I'm going to cut for another Bahamut. I wanted to try it out, never used it. So yeah, that's basically that. Then we have the Lagia and the Dolka. Subject to being cut if I do take out the Sabesauruses. Then we have 1 Shockmaster, Maystroke, Abyss Dweller, and Gaia Cowboy. So they're the only level 4s I used because I mainly forgot to put in some other ones. But you know, it didn't go into Cowboy, didn't go into Abyss Dweller, went into Maystroke, didn't go into Shockmaster. Then we have the Asagolem, Levier, 10 Tempo, and Wind Up. Gonna cut Asagolem for Levier, for Leviathan Dragon, sorry. Gonna keep those 3 in. I went into Asagolem once, but he then against the Constellar because I had to push really hard, and then he deprisoned it. So I was like, oh, that's game. And then the 1 Stardust for Starlight Road, which I'm going to take out. So yeah, that's it. So then going on to the side. Side was just thrown together, but something that I really enjoyed. My ultimate tech for the day was 2 Penguin Soldier. Penguin Soldier just won me, I think it was about 3 games. It's really good. I was against a Samurai player, had this set and a set of Magic and Trap. The trap was a bluff. and he went all out. He went into Grandmaster he flipped Rivalry, so that's why I was like, okay, I need to kind of go on the defensive. He went into Shien, then went into Barkian, and I was like, you're an idiot. Okay, so destroy one or the other. So he destroyed Barkian. Then he went into the Samurai XYZ and Grandmaster. And I had this set, and he's attacked with Grandmaster, and I was like, okay, bye-bye Shien and XYZ. And everyone around was quite amused about that. So that was quite funny. Then to Maxi. Maxi, I sided in, but I only saw against the Samurai player who went nuts, and I just drew and beat him. And then to Jaugen. Jaugen's going to be cut. I just put it in just to see if I could use it at all, just because it's Jaugen. Didn't use it once. I sided it in. Well, I sided it in, but didn't get to see it. It's a little bit counterintuitive, considering you're probably going to have Orpheon out at that point. But yeah, to Nightbeam. Use Nightbeam. Nightbeam's good. The other Eradicator, just because it's Eradicator, hurts Dark World, hurts Prophecies, hurts, well, anything. I mean, last ditch, you can just, if you got this face down, they're trying to destroy your Orphan, just go like, oh, okay, whatever, and just call traps. Unless it's like a Prophecy or something that's really heavy on back row, really heavy on spell lineup, you normally call traps, just because it just obliterates them. To Iron Wall, didn't side it in at all, but I love this card and I'm never going to take it out of my side because of the up-and-coming decks. To Soul Drain, didn't have the Momo matchup, so I didn't play them. Probably going to cut them because you'll see with the next card, to Macro. Yeah, Soul Drains I just didn't really use, so I'm probably going to cut them for something else. 2 Macros are going to stay. Probably might up it to 3 if I'm honest, because it just works really well with the deck, and it screws over so many things. If you put it obviously in with the right deck, against the right deck, it'll work lovely. So yeah, so that was basically it, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I was quite happy going X1. It was a good day overall. I think I was the 4th. Well, there were 4 Evilswarm decks in total, including mine, and I came highest of all of them, I think it was. So yeah, I was pretty happy about that, and I was the only one with all the DT stuff, so I was quite happy about that. Some people were thinking, what are those cards? They're not in Super. It's like, oh well, Super Orpheon, yeah boy. But yes, that's basically it, guys. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoy it. And if you have any questions about anything, do ask. This will be changed ever so slightly. I'm going to change some stuff today probably. And yeah, put a comment in the link in the description below. In fact, not description. That'd be interesting if you could put a comment there. But yeah, so like, subscribe, and let me know what you think. Cheers, guys.